Welcome back. Our Entrepreneur of the Week had the strength to follow her dreams all the way up the food chain. Now she's a major employer within her community, and she's feeding many families in more ways than one. Patricia Césaire has more.
By the mid-90s, the civil war in Liberia had left thousands of children homeless, helpless, and feeling hopeless. But despite the severity of the turmoil, one survivor chose an optimistic perspective when describing her experience.
What I do remember about that time is how fearless I was.
And then you transitioned and migrated to the United States. Totally different culture. How were you able to adjust and be a part of it seamlessly?
Coming here, I was ready for America because I was starved. I was just starved for education, opportunity, and just being able to just be a kid again.
Your first job was at McDonald's.
McDonald's.
Tell me
down the street from me.
Down the street in Irvington.
Yeah, it was the best experience ever. Everything I was doing there, I would do for free. Even when I was working for someone, I was my own boss. So when I was in banking, I would treat it like it was my own. That's the only way I know how to be.
After college, Adenah began pursuing ownership on a larger scale.
I remember buying my first house, exhausting every penny, everything I have, just to be in this three-family. And I remember for the first 6 months, sleeping on the floor, literally on the floor, because I had no furniture, no money to buy any furniture either. But I think it was okay. Part of that sacrifice made that transaction so worthwhile, because I can look back and say, wow, I did this. I did it.
With her ambition leading the way, Adenah began making strides towards her next goal, to open an iHop in her community, no matter how many doors were shut.
I want to say approximately 7 local banks. And 7 local banks said no to me.
So after the 7th no, you were not deterred.
No, the next bank would say no for something else, and I would fix that. I started working at an iHop on the weekends. I said, I will come moonlight. You don't even have to pay me. I'll be here just learning. The reason why this restaurant got funded was just a conversation I was having with someone at iHop Corporate. And I remember getting a call, and the guy said to me, I just got your information from iHop Corporate. We're very interested in doing your deal. Got off the phone with the gentleman, and 30 days later, I had the funding for my restaurant.
It was done.
Yeah.
And you knew it wasn't for naught that you had gone through that entire process.
The reason why those 7 applications was necessary, when I got on the phone with my yes, I had everything already packaged. Thank you for choosing Irvington. I have Adenah speaking. Can I help you, please?
That was the big break Adenah needed. From there, she became the youngest franchisee in iHop history. Adenah's Irvington, New Jersey location was the fastest growing iHop in the Northeast, with increases in revenue each and every year since 2009. This first-time restaurant owner had the recipe for success.
Oftentimes, when we come in these neighborhoods, we have the security plan, we have the plans for everything else. But I think one of the plans that we miss is the hospitality plan. It's that plan that says, how am I going to come in this community and, 1, connect with that community, provide an experience that is unmatched, be it here in the same urban core or anywhere else in suburbia America.
Today, Adenah is a real estate developer and co-owner of a firm that manages more than $200 million in urban redevelopment projects. She is dedicated to serving her community in every way possible.
Thank you.
And she is the most generous with her advice for others.
I do believe, and I tell my staff here now, be very present in your experience. You have to be present because you don't know when you might have to pull the experience that you have here in your future life. So you have to be extremely present in your life now.
When we return, a young man and his company prove diversity and technology equals smart business. We have his story after the break. Stay with us.